First off, congratulations to Arkansas Tech for a great season. Before the match, I talked to my team about the heart and determination that team showed in their conference final, coming back from a 2-1 deficit, down 11-4 in the fifth, and going on an 11-1 run to get back to this point again. And to me, that showed that the team was going to come in here and fight and show determination. And down 11-4 in that third set, and I called that timeout at 11-6, thinking I could get my troops rallied and we could punch through and finish. And Arkansas Tech just started punching harder, and you could tell it rattled us, and it got us off kilter a little bit. And I don't want to say confidence was shaken, but certainly we just weren't playing with the same comfort that we normally play with, and you got to give them a ton of credit. In terms of our side of the net, I wasn't particularly thrilled with the way we performed tonight. I felt like we were tentative defensively and in serve receive. I felt like we panicked at times. We didn't control the tempo as well as we needed to, and we just weren't very consistent. And this team has been all those things for most of this season, and it's certainly something we're going to need looking ahead to tomorrow night with Wayne State. So you don't always play your best volleyball every night. I like that we grinded it out and found a way to close it out in 3 when we had that chance. And I just look forward to the opportunity to see this team play again tomorrow.
Questions?
For either of the players, pretty strong crowd out there, Romano. Can you kind of just comment on the atmosphere and how that helped the energy level throughout the lineup?
Yeah, it was really great, especially being home. All of the other student athletes, I think, were there too, which was cool to have, and they were really into the game, and a lot of students came out to support, and people in the town. It was cool.
Yeah, you can definitely feel the energy in the gym when we have a lot of fans, and it's great, and we love the support.
Julie, you had 14 digs, but that one long rally there in the third, you probably had 6 or 7 of them. They kept going back to you, and you kept making spectacular play after play. Just kind of take me through that play and what you witnessed.
Yeah, I guess I don't really remember that. I just remember us, fighting and trying to get back ahead and losing, at gyms that we were a little shook at that time, and we just needed some kind of energy, and I'm glad maybe I could have brought that more earlier in the match. So it was glad that we finished strong, and I'm glad that we were able to win.
Ashley, it seemed like you were looking towards Monica and Sydney a lot. Is there something you saw in Arkansas Tech that you went to your middles, or they just have a hot hand?
I think just it seemed when we were in system getting the ball, they were successful, and that was just the place that I thought was the best to go at the time.
Coach mentioned tonight might not have been the best your team has played. How is he going to get them up to get back to that level tomorrow night against Wayne State?
Well, for those of you who might have been watching pretty carefully, I took a timeout later in the set, and I didn't even go into the huddle because I don't think there's anything I need to do at this point in time. I think it's about, we've got 5 seniors. I've got, a young lady sitting next to me here who's been in these moments many times, and she's every bit of the leader you could ever ask to have. And I expect her and Katie Ledwell and Maddie Soroyan to be out there and play at the level they expect of each other. It's not about what I can do to change things. It's about what are they going to do, and what are they going to take to the match tomorrow to really get out there and perform like they're capable of performing. And we know we're going to get a great effort from Wayne State. We've played them 3 times now. Feels like 3 times the last 3 weekends, honestly. And it's going to be a battle, and they have to be playing with a lot of confidence after the way they played today. They went out there and beat a really good Central Missouri team. So I just know this group is going to rally around each other, and they're going to find a way to come out and play at another level tomorrow.
Tyler, the girls, when Wayne State was in the room here, they're talking about how they kind of felt comfortable playing against you guys and were excited to have the opportunity possibly again before your match. So I guess you guys feel the same way, being able to play them again and kind of hopefully put it to bed tomorrow with them too.
Yeah, I think that we like Wayne. We like their team. They're high energy and their ball control, and that's what we're about too. And I feel like we match up pretty well against them. We know what they're about, and they know about us too. And so I think tomorrow is just who's going to come to play tomorrow and who's going to be perform in those moments that we need to be performing in. So,
Agreement.
Coach, before I see Keenan's advance here into the second round. What does it say about the conference?
Well, I think it tells you a lot about the quality of conference that we have and, you know, the level of competition that we're facing night in and night out. You know, I've had a lot of people ask about, you know, the regular season record and the conference tournament championship, and those are things that we're going to look forward to celebrating when the year is finally over and, you know, come spring when we have our get-together and banquet and stuff. But it shows how difficult it was to get to the point where every one of these teams is at. Because as good as these 4 teams are, there's other teams in our league that are very, very good as well that have challenged each one of us. So, you know, I think it's a great conference, and you know, we've argued it's the best Division II volleyball conference in the country, and certainly today, all 4 teams, you know, did their part to try to kind of put their stamp on that. And you know, I thought it was some great volleyball today, and you know, I hope the Duluth community enjoyed it, and I hope they come back out tomorrow.